Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Subrata Sarker. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry more than 24 years. Today I'll discuss a small subject under sustainable manufacturing process. I'm not going into detail what is sustainable manufacturing, but few important points is if we can use some material which is environment friendly, if we can reduce the amount of use of material, that can also be considered a sustainable process. Now in engineering manufacturing industry, there is a process called machining. You can see here in this picture. This is basically to give a very precise shape to a mostly metallic material. So during this process, there is a lot of heat generates between the contact points of the cutting tool and the component. To reduce that effect and make the process more productive, we use some liquid water soluble chemicals named as coolant. You can see here in this picture on that heat generation zone, and some cases oils like in gear manufacturing. You can see here in this picture, these are the chemical used in machining process. Now today I am going to discuss the topic cryogenic machining, which will substitute the use of this chemical in machining process. Cryogenic, it is a word, its meaning is a cold, actually very cold, in the range of minus 200 degrees centigrade, where the commercially available material is liquid nitrogen. So if we can use liquid nitrogen in place of the conventional coolant, that is, cryogenic machining, it can be a very sustainable manufacturing process. And there are a lot of machining process like milling, drilling, boring, whatever it is, and different level of machine, conventional CNC, upgraded version of CNC, 5-axis, 7-axis machines. In every kind of machining process, this has been proven in many countries, many advanced countries like European countries, US, and Singapore, and many other places. Actually, this cryogenic machining process has been proven out, and few are using, for a few years actually. And liquid nitrogen, depending on your use, it comes in a commercial container, and it can be integrated with your machining system, or you can give externally from the outside by by some nozzle, some gas. That the systems are there. It can be given with any kind of machine. Actually, manually it can be given, as I already said. Now the question is, when we are using minus 200 degrees centigrade something into a metal, so there is a possibility of structural deformation, dimensional variation, surface finish questions actually. But this as liquid nitrogen is proven a very positive answer for all these things actually. Like tool life got increased significantly if we use liquid nitrogen in place of conventional coolant. Dimensional accuracy, there is no issue, but surface finish is much better than the conventional coolant if you can use. And also there is one more advantages of using liquid nitrogen, that is cryogenic machining. When we do the machining process, there are a lot of chips comes actually. If the length of the chips gets longer, it is a non-favorable condition for machining. So for that actually we use chip breaker and all these things in the toolings. Now if we use liquid nitrogen as a coolant, chip breaking gets automatically actually. This is also another advantage other than the surface finish and all these things. You can see here in this picture the data, that is 7.7 micron conventional way, and liquid nitrogen micron the surface finish. So there are a lot of advantages actually by this sustainable machining process, that is using liquid nitrogen in place of the coolant. Thank you so much for your attention and time.